Hello friends, I am Nisha Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of English. Today we are going to discuss the literary term elegy and pastoral elegy. Thomas Gray's famous elegy written in a country churchyard has been prescribed as a part of your syllabus. So, first you should know what is an elegy and how is it different from pastoral elegy and what other we can say elegiac forms like eulogy and dirge, how are these terms different from elegy? How can we define elegy? Elegy is a form of literature that can be defined as a poem or song in the form of elegiac couplets written in honor of someone deceased or someone who has died. It typically laments or mourns the death of the individual. Elegy is derived from the Greek word alikos, which means a song of bereavement sung along with a flute. The forms of elegy we see today were introduced in the 16th century. Elegy written in a country churchyard by Thomas Gray and When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloom by Walt Whitman are the two most popular examples of elegy. An elegy is a meditative lyric poem that has a very mournful and melancholy tone. It is usually written to mourn the death of a close friend or loved one, but also occasionally mourns humanity as a whole. And this has been done by Thomas Gray in his famous elegy. Although this form of poetry reflects on the notion of death, it is not to be confused with another literary term, eulogy, which is a speech that gives tribute to a person, usually after the person has died. Originally, in Greek and Roman poetry, an elegy was a poem written in elegiac verse which included couplets consisting of a hexameter line and followed by a pentameter line. While on the other hand, we can say a eulogy is not so literary. Rather, it is a short speech that is spoken after someone passes away, often at a funeral. Both are often mournful or thoughtful. Therefore, the main difference is the form in which the words are written. Now, we'll discuss the features of elegy. Usually, elegies are identified by several characteristics of this genre. Just like a classical epic, an elegy typically starts with the invocation of the muse. Muse is the poet, and then proceed by referencing traditional mythology. It often involves a poet who knows how to phrase thoughts imaginatively in the first person. Questions are also raised by the poet about destiny, justice, and fate. The poet associates the events of the deceased with events in his own life by drawing a subtle comparison. This kind of digression gives the poet space to go beyond the main or crude subject to a deeper level where the connotations might be metaphorical. Towards the end, the poet generally tries to provide comfort to ease the pain of the situation. Christian elegies usually proceed from sorrow and misery to hope and happiness because they say that death is just a hindrance in the way of passing from the mortal state into the eternal state. And now comes the function of elegy. Elegy is one of the richest literary forms because it has the capacity to express emotions that deeply influence people. The strongest of the tools elegy uses is its reliance on memories of those who are known. Most of the poets who wrote elegies were evidently awed by the frailty of human beings and how the world completely forgets about the deceased at some point. However, the function of elegy is not limited as it is thought. Whenever we take a look at elegy, for example, what comes to mind are feelings like sorrow, grief, and lamentation. But a study of the Latin elegy tells us otherwise. A great deal of genre created in Western literature was inspired by Latin elegy, which was not always so sober. The most famous elegiac poets in Latin literature, such as Catullus, Ovid, and Propertius, used humor, irony, even slotted narratives into a poem and still called them elegy. There is another type of elegy which is called pastoral elegy. And it is normally regarded a past part of pastoral poetry. The pastoral elegy is a poem about both death and idyllic rural life. Pastoral means rural. Often the pastoral elegy features shepherds. The genre is actually a subgroup of pastoral poetry as the elegy takes the pastoral elements and relates them to expressing grief at a loss. This form of poetry has several key features, including the invocation of the muse, expression of the shepherd's or poet's grief, praise of the deceased, a tirade against death, a detailing of the effects of this specific death upon nature, and eventually the poet's simultaneous acceptance of death's inevitability and hope for immortality. Additional features sometimes found within pastoral elegies include a procession of mourners, satirical digressions about different topics stemming from the death and symbolism through flowers, refrains from rhetorical questions. The pastoral elegy is typically incredibly moving and in its most classic form, it concerns itself with simple country figures. In ordinary pastoral poems, the shepherd is the poem's main character. In pastoral elegies, the deceased is often recast as a shepherd, despite what his role may have been in life. And our Thomas Gray's poem, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard, falls in the category of pastoral elegy. And now there is another term, dirge, which is quite like we can say elegy, but still there is a difference and we should not make a confusion about them. The difference between elegy and dirge is that elegy is a mournful or plaintive poem, a funeral poem, a poem of lamentation, while dirge is a mournful poem or piece of music composed or performed as a memorial to dead person. Thank you.